Hello again. This is Cindy with Rosewood Career Institute here in Houston, Texas. We will continue with our account creation. This is part two of creating your Tulip account. In part one, we created our account. We received an email with a link to create a password. In part two, we will access the account and we will create an application for CNA. Let's get started. I want everyone to navigate to your Google search bar. Remember, this system works best with Google Chrome. Type in Tulip, HHSC, and click Tulip login. Okay, make sure that you are in the texas.gov website. You should see the HHS official website and the login page. Scroll down. By now, everyone should have their email and a password. Enter your email in this box. And your password. And log in. When you log in, you will be in the Tulip main portal. You should see your name up here. You need to navigate to this blue tab here and click More. Select NA, MA, NFA. And if you don't see where it says applicant, click into this box, select applicant, and click into this none where it says none, and you should see your name pop up. Click submit and scroll down. You should see another bar come up. On this bar, you will select profile. Your name should be in here. Please verify that it's spelled correctly. Your date of birth is correct and that your social is correct. You can check that by clicking this check mark where it says masked or unmasked and verify that your social is accurate. Type in your mailing address. Type in your apartment number. If you don't live in an apartment, leave that blank. Type in your mailing city. Type in the state of Texas. Type in your zip code and the county. Your email should already be in here. If you want to add a secondary email, please add that right here. You will need to type in your your phone number, and it needs to be in this exact format. Parentheses, close, space, the first 3 numbers, dash, the last 4 numbers. If you have an alternate phone number and you want to put that in there, feel free to do so. And that is it. You will scroll all the way down and select Save. You should see a green box pop up that says Success. Now you want to scroll back up to that same bar. Next, we want to go into Applications. Once you click Applications, you will select New Credentialing Application. When you do that, it will say select an application. Your name should already be here. Scroll down. You will see, please select a licensure type to start your application. This is Nurse Aide. Do you want to start a name change application? This is a no. We are not changing our name. Are you a military spouse with active out-of-state certificate? And do you have a Texas address? This, if you are not a military spouse, will be a no. Do you have an active out-of-state license and would you like to pursue reciprocity? Folks, if you have an out-of-state license and you are pursuing reciprocity, which means you want to transfer your out-of-state CNA license to Texas, you would select yes. If not, in our case, we're new CNAs or we are retaking the course, so we will be a no. Do you meet eligibility requirements listed in TAC 556.11? This is a no. This does apply to us. It says, please read the following instructions. This number 1, this is where we are, new or retrained nurse aide. So we will scroll down and say yes. When we do that, another box pops up. This should say nurse aide application for exam. That is what we want. So we select next. Scroll down. You want to check this profile acknowledgement box and review the information that's in gray. You are not going to be able to correct any information here. If anything is incorrect here, you would have to go back up here and correct it in your profile page. Where is that? It would not be in the application. It's going to be in the profile page. So you're not going to be able to make any corrections in here. It's just to review it. Okay. So you would click next. That says success. So next we're on to eligibility. Scroll down. Eligibility route. We are signing up as new nurse aides. This is not an out-of-state training. This is not a nurse aide with military, and you are not an RN. So for us, we are new nurse aides. The next box asks you where you did your training. For those who are Rosewood students, you would type in Rosewood and you would see multiple options. Please select the very first one, 281-975-1763. Select that, and you should see this NCEP number, 578 181. And this is our school with that correct address. And next, they want you to select your date of training. So you would put the first date you started your class and the last day of class would be your last day. You would put that there. Date of training 2. So from 2. So beginning of the first day of class to the last day of class. And then you would hit next. For Rosewood students, that information, if you don't remember for some reason, is on the back of your certificate in your transcripts. Okay, you can always find it there. Next. That says success. So next, we're going on to examination. NA initial test and accommodations. If you require accommodations, please select yes. Example of accommodation is you're legally blind and you need bigger screens. You're dyslexic and you need it to be read to you, something of that nature. That is perfectly fine. You would select yes. Be prepared to submit your doctor note that says that you require these accommodations. They will be looking for that. For a majority of us, it will be a no. So that will be a no. You will scroll down and you would acknowledge that the information that you have put in there is accurate. Check that box and move on to the next screen. As you can see, we have 3 green checks. Now we're going on to application. You're acknowledging that the information that you put in is accurate. Check that box and move to the next page. Now we're going on to the attestation page. For this tab, you want to attest that everything you've put in here is true to the best of your knowledge. You will sign and you would select the date that you are completing the application. And you would select next. Again, that was successful, so we can move on to the next tab. Next is your Documents tab. With this tab, you will be expected to upload something, okay? In general, you can just copy this, go and create a Word document, paste it in there, and then upload it here. It does not need to be anything specific. If another suggestion is you can just attach a copy of your certificate. Just upload something and you only need to put it in here with accommodation. You do not need to do anything else. None of this other boxes is related to what we are doing. Okay, so go ahead, copy this, paste it in a Word document, and click Upload File and upload that information. Or you can drag and drop it, or you can take a picture and upload that picture of your certificate. Okay. It wants the information in this format. So we have attached a certificate. So once you've attached that, you will select next. Folks, this is great because sometimes the system does get stuck like this. It gets busy. Here's a trick. You can go up here and click the refresh button. Scroll back to your documents page. It was already successful. You can verify that your document is still here. And you would go to deficiencies. Perfect. In this case, we do not have any deficiencies. So we can hit next and go on to the next tab. If you do have a deficiency here, it will have a blue button where you can click that button and correct whatever was missed. Okay, we have all of our green check marks. We're going next. Payment, it should say this application does not require payment. Please proceed to next step. We will select next. It will say you must click the submit button right here to complete the application process. Folks, click submit and you should be done. I recommend that you write down this number 512-438-2017. If you ever have any issues with your application, they are the ones that will assist. Folks, that is all it takes. Now, once you complete this application, you will get a quick email from Tulip saying that your application's been received. All right, it indicates that your application's been received. At this point, once you do that, please text the school to let them know that you have completed your Tulip application so that that can be approved in the system. Once that's done, you'll get another email. Thank you all so much for your attention and have a good rest of your day.